6 days after we buried my mom, my brother Caleb changed the locks. He stacked my 7-year-old stuff on the porch in the rain. Then he stood in our dad's doorway and told me, "You're nobody." A week later, a lawyer read one page out loud and Caleb hit the floor. In my family, the rule was a chant: the land stays with the son, girls marry out. I heard it at holidays, at tax time, anytime property came up. Caleb got keys and praise. I got kitchen duty and silence. When I asked to work in the wood shop at 15, dad just said, "What for? You're not staying." So I left and built my own life. I became a forensic accountant, the kind who follows money until it confesses. I started a firm, grew it, and quietly made real money. My family still acted like I was barely getting by because they never bothered to ask. Dad died first, sudden, in the shop. Caleb played grieving son in public while I handled the calls, paperwork, and funeral. Mom faded after that. She met the estate lawyer once and came home quiet. 6 weeks before this story, she had a stroke and didn't make it. After her funeral, the lawyer, Mr. Harlan, pulled me aside. "Stay in town," he said. "Your father made changes." Caleb didn't wait for any reading. He called while I made oatmeal for Emma. "I need you out by Friday," he said. When I told him we hadn't read the will, he laughed. "There's nothing to read," he said. "Hope you enjoy being homeless. I made sure you get nothing." That night, my key wouldn't turn. The lock was dead. On the porch were 3 boxes, soggy in the rain. Emma's sneakers were soaked through. Her stuffed rabbit was face down in a puddle. Caleb's wife, Tessa, opened the door and said, "This isn't really her home." I loaded the boxes, buckled my kid in, and came back once. "Don't speak about my daughter again," I told her. "That's not a request." We slept in a $49 motel, 2 beds and a microwave. Emma thought it was an adventure. I kept my face calm for her, then stared at the ceiling, wide awake. The next evening, my aunt showed up with soup and a sermon. She sat on the bed like she paid the bill and said, "Don't fight this. Boys keep the land, girls survive." I asked her, "Did you want your share when you gave it up?" She went quiet, eyes flicking away. Then she said, "It doesn't matter," like that was something to be proud of. Mr. Harlan explained the changes the next morning. Dad had taken a second mortgage to cover Caleb's business screw-ups, so the house wasn't some golden prize. The only clean asset left was 18 acres of riverland with an old boathouse. And Dad added a condition: both kids had to submit certified financial statements. The land would go to whoever could hold it for 10 years without mortgaging it. Caleb filed his statement fast and called me smug. "It'll be mine by tomorrow," he said. "Bring your little paycheck." The morning of the reading, Tessa showed up at my motel door with a quitclaim deed. "Sign this," she said. 15 grand and your mom's photos." I slid it back. "Tell him to talk through Mr. Harlan," I said. Her smile snapped off. Thursday, 10 a.m. We sat around a walnut table my grandfather built. Mr. Harlan read the will. Caleb got the house and the shop. I got Dad's toolbox. Caleb leaned back like he'd won. He looked at me and said it again. "Hope you enjoy being homeless. I made sure you get nothing." Then Mr. Harlan opened the final page. First, he read Caleb's assets on paper. Next, he read the debts out loud. Then he read the net worth. It was negative and not even close. Caleb's jaw locked so hard it clicked. He rasped, "Read hers," like he could undo it. Next, Mr. Harlan opened my envelope. He listed equity from my firm, then investments. Then he listed real estate, steady and board. Then he said, "No liabilities at all." After that, he said my net worth, $5.8 million, said in a flat voice. Caleb blinked once, like his brain lagged. Then he blinked again, hard, like he couldn't read. His hand slid on the table. After that, his eyes rolled back. Next, his knees hit the chair. Then he hit the floor with a thud. Mr. Harlan didn't flinch. He just said the land was mine. Caleb tried to fight it and lost. A few months later, the bank foreclosed on the house he kicked us out of. Tessa left before the sale. In January, I took Emma to the Riverland. The boathouse door still stuck, like it always had. The old key turned smooth anyway. My kid ran to the water and skipped rocks. I sat on the steps with Dad's toolbox on my lap and finally breathed. Caleb told me to enjoy being homeless. Funny, I was home.